Yesterday, all these fire pits along the canal were actually not fire pits. They were just cold and off. And it looks like today they've got them all fired up, which is great. Looks like they cleared this off. Yesterday that was a slushy mess. Looks like they cleared that off. And I do think you're going to get a nice view of that building. Once I get up here a little bit, I'll stop. Yeah, here we go. At least from the side, you'll be able to see it a lot better than you have been able to. And today, I guess that building is used for exhibits, craft fairs. It used to be an exhibition for cattle and livestock. And they were going to tear it down. They decided to renovate it. I'm glad they did. I love old historic buildings. So there you go. And right there is the TD football stadium where the Ottawa CFL team plays. And now we're going again. I gotta go find my wife. So we are hopeful that we're going to go from one end of this to the other today. Get it recorded, and if I ever learn how to edit these things, I'll edit it into a nice short little clip from one end to the other. So we made it. I found my wife. My wife.
Hello, wife. I mean husband.
Wow. Some people will be offended, but she's called me worse, so. Once in a while you get a good blast of a headwind, and I think we just hit one. There's the back of the TD football stadium. I'm sure it has an official name, but I didn't catch what it was, so we'll call it the TD football stadium. I think they may play soccer there too, but I'm not sure. So we started out this way yesterday before we turned around. I'm going to say we got a mile down and turned around and went all the way back to the start, if you will. I guess other than the millions of people who seem to be out here today, you couldn't have asked for a nicer day. A little cool, but that's all right. But the sun is really nice. How fortunate are the people of Ottawa to have something like this to jump on every day for at least a couple months during the winter. I tell you, when you skate on something like this, you really get spoiled when you get back to hometown, and the longest you get to skate in a straight line is 200 feet, which is the length of a normal hockey rink. And here you're able to skate for miles without having to turn around. It's pretty neat. See the sign over here on the right, 4.4. So just shy of 3 miles we've already skated since the start. Oh yeah, we got further than this. Haven't quite figured out yet is how we're going to get back to our place. The original plan before we came up here was simply just to walk back, but unfortunately, as I mentioned, the amount of snow they've received recently, the city really hasn't been able to clean the sidewalks very well, and it's pretty hard to walk on the sidewalks for any length of time anyway. We definitely need to rent one of those sleds. A warning to all my Ottawa friends, I'm about to throw out a shot. You'd think that with a city with this many people that skate, you'd at least be able to put out a half-decent hockey team. But sorry, Senators fans, I couldn't resist. There's supposedly a place in Quebec where there's actually a trail through the woods that you can skate on. I researched it a little bit. It's in southern Quebec, just north of the Vermont border. Maybe that'll be the next weekend trip we make away for skating purposes. We'll see. That might make for a more enjoyable GoPro experience too. How you doing? I think we turned around this yesterday. You gotta go, yeah, head to the left. You see the ice is really bad right here. But yeah, considering Mother Nature and her challenges and thousands of people skating, it's actually still quite enjoyable, despite the chatteriness of the ice. Must be a lot of fun first thing in the morning before it gets chewed up. Get out here and wing it. My friend Rick Swanson from Vermont would love this if it was a little smooth, as he is a speed skater, and I'm sure he would just put his head down and fly from one end to the other and have a blast doing it. What's interesting is yesterday, when there was a lot fewer people out here, I saw a lot more speed skaters just gliding effortlessly with their long blades. And speaking of which, there goes one right now. For some reason, they like to hold their arms behind their back and cause their shoulders stress. Hockey players, however, like to keep their arms in front of them so they can handle a stick, handle a puck, and get their elbows ready to knock into their opponent's face. That's just what I learned and learned to play hockey. Time for a wife check. She's actually doing fantastic today. We're getting there. We're past the halfway point. We are getting there. Your hands aren't cold?
No, not at all, but everything else is a little chilly.
stretch a little bit when we get off the ice.
So, did we go this far?
No, I think we turned around the
Right before
4.8 or the 5.
that.
Yeah, exactly. So yesterday when we skated, we didn't get down quite this far before we decided we want to go see the other end. Would you guys like me to take a photo of the three of you?
We're just getting started.
Okay.
Gee, thank you so much. She just hasn't even like. This is the first time she's
No, that's why I was
And
like,
we're
you gotta
still here if you come by
you gotta
again.
capture this moment.
Sure, I'll let you take it. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. My wife stopped to take a picture. I figured, what a better timing.
Hey, can you stand up on those? And are you gonna smile?
Are you ready? Even though you're a Habs fan. Here you go.
Thank you very much.
You guys have a wonderful day.
All right, you as well.
I haven't quite figured out these orange circles that we've seen painted in the ice. Obviously, it's a warning type of thing, but they're perfectly round, so I'm not sure if they're areas where they actually test the thickness of the ice.